today, so I'm just going to do a simulation, a replay mode, and see if there's any potential trades I could have took and take them on the replay mode. So I'll start at about 6 or 7 o'clock. So when I usually start looking at the charts, pre-London hours, and start playing price action. I'll only be looking for buys today, but as you can see, there's a nice reaction to 155-200. Nice exhaustion, bullish, bearish. Nice bullish exhaustion candle on the 15 minute, and then a strong bearish candle there. You would expect price to go and retest 155. Which is the start today. And you see, as we do have a closure above 155, and it looks like here we have a nice retest, a closure on the 8 o'clock. We have a closure on, see, 1 second. So 8 o'clock, late 8 o'clock open, London open. We have a push down with no top wick. We have a closure below 155 on the 5-minute candle, and then we have a retest of the key level, the psychological level. Let's have a look at that in 1 minute. So yeah, nice break and retest. Once we get closures below this support here, we get that push down. But bearing in mind we haven't got a top wick on the hourly, I'd be pretty cautious if I was to take sells. I would probably take partials at that point. Let's have a look. And it does seem to react at this support level here. Let's see if price gets down to 154,800 or this hourly candle. And we have a big rejection. Another rejection around these areas. Around this support area here and here. And we do have a closure above on the 15 minute, and we do get that hourly top wick eventually formed. Let's zoom in onto the 1 minute time frame here. Let's move a bit quick. Entry would have been nice at this point. So look at the time. Yep, 30-minute candle, bottom wick, would be a really nice entry. So about 5 pips stop. If this candle would have engulfed, then we could have carried on the trade. Still going. Do you want price to start covering these sensitive price areas here? Again, I do like how the 30-minute closed back above 155, and then it has respected the 155 area with the bottom wick of the new 30-minute candle. That is an entry I would be taking if I was at the charts. So now we need to watch out for these sensitive price areas to the left for continued to stay in this trade and continue to the upside. Probably at this point I'd probably set stops at break even, as we have also closed above this high here. So any closures below, I would expect price to go and retest, which would then be a range, and you're probably best off to just close entries and wait for better positions at that point. So we do get a closure above, 5-minute closes above, and then we get a push up, and then we get a reaction here. This candle is smaller than this bullish candle, and we are getting a retrace of this previous high, so trade idea is still valid at this point. I do like how this bearish candle's quite weak. We've had another wick to the downside, rejection, and a small weak bearish candle. What I'd like to see now is this a bullish candle to engulf this bearish price action and close above this high here. Again, still valid. This candle is bigger than the previous, and we are getting the wick rejections to the downside. Would like to see a bit more volume though. There we go. Yeah, would expect this candle to close above here now, hopefully. This candle is bullish, but we haven't closed above this high. This might be a price point we're struggling to get above. But I do like this stronger bullish candle in comparison to these three candles here. That was the start of the new 5 minute. We had a push down, and then we have, this is the second into the second minute of the 5. Don't like how we're consolidating around here, but as I said, for trade is at break even, and we are respecting this high here, so our trade idea is still valid. We do have the new 15-minute candle opening up, so maybe we will get that wick down back to 155, a retest of it before we do push up. I don't like how this candle is stronger than the other ones, but we are still respecting this high. Stops out at break even, but I don't like how long this trade is running for now and the lack of volume at the minute, so maybe this will be a break even trade. Oh no, failures to close above. Yeah, and then eventually we do get that push down, and it is break even at this point. 56. Got the new 1 hour candle coming up. New 1 hour candle started 9 o'clock. I think safer buys would be above 155 200. Let's have a look how the 15-minute closes. Yeah, quite indecisive at this point. 30-minute. Oh, I've sort of skipped the price action there. We do eventually get that push to the upside. Let's have a look at how it played out. Yeah, quite slow volume here on GJ London session. As you can see though, price did respect these lows here, which gave the push up to the upside, but we didn't really get too strong of a push. We was about 5 pips off the next psychological level. We did grab liquidity from these highs, but we haven't failed to reach this point yet, which you would anticipate. Obviously, we still are forming bullish market structure. It's just a little bit choppy, and it's taking quite a lot of time to get any decent pip moves at this point. But yeah, we still are pushing on. Lower highs at this point. Lower, higher lows, should I say? Let's see how it plays out. I wouldn't have, like I said, I would have been stopped out at this point. We've got another retest of 500. I wouldn't have caught this entry just because of the messy price action to the left. I probably wouldn't be looking at the charts at this point, so I'm going to skip over to pre-London, pre-New York, should I say, and see what price action we get there. If we do look at the new 10 hour, the new hourly candle, 4 hour candle, we do get that wick down and rejection of this support area again, which has been quite significant today, the 154.850 level, and then we do get another fail push below 155 and a closure on it which gives this spike up. But again, we haven't reached the highs of Asian. We've failed to reach the highs of Asian. I've rejected around them areas. And we haven't reached 155,200 yet at this point. So let's skip to 12 o'clock. There we go, at 12 o'clock. We've had another hourly candle close in respect to 155. Small bearish candle, but we are in a tight range at this point, and messy price action to the left. Let's see what the hourly candle, the new hourly candle brings. Not fun. Not fun at all. Oh, stop it, stop it. Yeah. Yeah, that's just shit. New 30-minute candle, yeah. Looks like we could get a corrective first down, maybe. Messy. Very messy. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be trading this, to be honest, so I'm just going to stop looking at it, just see what happened throughout the day. Right, so there we have it. Poor price action to trade on GG at the minute. That nice fundamental news push was the best move of the week yesterday, which I unfortunately didn't catch, but apart from that, as you can see, the corrective phases and the counter trends on GJ move down very slowly, quite choppy and indecisive while it chops down or consolidates. That's a fairly nice move, but we're sort of in this sort of move here, sort of in these kind of areas at the minute. Indecisive, choppy, rangy. We are in a corrective bearish phase, but we are getting very slow, and it seems like it's tough for the bears to get down to these points. I would like to see this high be broken, 155,300. This high to be broken, and we could start. We seem like we're getting close to it. Once we break these lower highs, then we can obviously be forming a bullish market structure again. So it's something to look out for. Apart from that, trade ideas are still valid. Buys above 155,200 if we form bullish support with it, and bullish market structure, and also surface sells below 154,500. 154,500. Right, onto gold. So we have had the news corrected from gold today. Full correction pretty much. Let's see how these played out at the key levels. I do like that break and retest on the dot of 1897 and previous support area. Very nice. Once you get closures and breaks below these wicks here, you do get that strong downside move. You do get a retest. You can get stronger pullbacks on gold. You do get a retest, but a nice close below, and that initiates the downside move here. But again, there you go. Wicks. Strong wicks. Strong wicks back towards your entries and stuff. So you've got to be prepared to ride that with gold or take partials quickly. But as you can see, we're now struggling. We're getting to these later sessions now. Later on to we've had New York close now, and we are getting reactions to the 1876 lows here from where the fundamental news catalyst started from. So yeah, we have had a corrective move on the news event from yesterday. See how the DXY has recovered. Yeah, DXY has been strong today. Again, still very bearish on the higher time frames, but we've had a stronger move to the upside today. But this could easily be corrected, like this candle was here, and this candle was here, and this candle was here. So yeah, nothing to get too carried away on DXY. But if we was to start seeing these highs, these lower highs start to be broken with a bullish market structure as well above them, then that could be a sign of a reversal or more of a corrective pullback. Sort of similar to this here. So we have these highs breached. We get a pullback from them highs as well to gather liquidity, and then we start to see that bullish corrective structure. Again, once this high is broken here, we break solidly above it, come back, pull back, form support, double bottom support above this previous high. Just simple market structure really. No need to overcomplicate things. And then again, once this low is broken from the corrective phase, we've been getting that strong move to the downside, and also a nice break and retest of that low it broke as well, which is nice to see. And now again, we are in a ranging scenario here, whereas we're failing to break past this low and continue the downside move. So we are in a consolidation on DXY at the minute. Maybe we could go back, and this could be part of the range, and we could be expected to meet some of these highs here and start consolidating up and down. So something to bear in mind, which would go along with the potential corrective phase on gold, which we are anticipating eventually. Again, we could be in a scenario in gold which is very similar to this one here. Could be in that sort of phase. Wouldn't be surprised. Like this, it looks very similar in price action. Could be in the start of a corrective phase, as we are at all-time highs, and could start seeing profit taking in the markets, and with market sentiment changing from fear to optimism, and this would give investors more of an appetite to invest in risk currencies and take the money out of safe havens. So let's watch the fundamental side of things in terms of increasing interest rates, and see how they can see if the US dollar can manage the inflation rates, improve them, and let's see if the post-pandemic economic outlook can improve as well. So yeah, something to bear in mind. Obviously still very, very bullish on gold until fundamental side says otherwise. So yeah, quite a strong bearish candle on gold today. You would expect these lows to be tested. 1869 these candle bodies, but again on the higher time frames, quite indecisive price action on gold. You'd much rather be in these sort of trending markets. A lot easier to win a trade within these daily candles when you're trending. You got a clear trend direction, a clear bias. Much easier to trade. let's see what Monday brings, as we are reacting to this trend line I've had drawn out. Reacting beautifully to it in previous rejections. Also, this 4 hour did respect it. Let's see how this 4 hour candle starts. Bearing in mind we are only an hour in, we have 3 hours to go. Let's see if we can respect this trend line again, and also this 1876 key level. And let's see what Monday brings, because there could be potential buys back up to these key levels, 1880, and if we get closes above new resistance and old support, then we could potentially scale buys from the 1883 level to 1897 potentially. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on gold at the minute. Or maybe we'll go down to these lows here and start grabbing liquidity from there. That's also a possibility, as we have already captured liquidity from these highs here. Maybe we will start to range now and react to this level. Dog shit, isn't it? So yeah, that's what I see. That's what I've seen today in terms of price action, and I will be. I'm going to try and do a video tomorrow or Sunday. Not sure quite what it will be yet. Maybe a back testing session or some sort of session to benefit me. Might be an educational webinar or something like that. But these videos do help me just focus without any distractions, because there's pressure on me while I'm recording myself to keep the video going and a lot more, and not be distracted by other things. It does help me in that aspect, and also just speaking out my thoughts. I think that helps as well. Right, I think that's it. It is.